Alright, what up guys? I know it's been a while and I've been MIA, but time to get back into things. Oops, that was my dash cam. This is a long overdue review on a knife here, and this one should change your minds on my outlook on large blades. That I just kind of hate all large blades, at least the ones that I've posted so far. A lot of people are like, oh, they're so great, they're the greatest thing ever. These cheap Walmart like $2 knives that are like this big and have like a stick welded tang that are super unsafe to use and stuff like that. But this one I feel like is a bang for your buck. This is the Camillus Carnivore, what is it, Carnivore X, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. You've seen this knife before. I'm probably not the first person to review it, I'm sure. But I've used this thing extensively to chop down literally like a whole tree. I trimmed a whole tree with it, and the guy that I paid to come over and pick up the leaves, he's like, "What you chop it with?" And I showed him. This was on my side, the side of my belt. He's like, "You did all that with this?" And he's like, "I'm like, yeah." He was like, "God dang." And that was before I wrapped it, of course. But this knife actually changed my outlook on axes and hatchets and stuff like that, because near the end of it I was getting pretty fatigued. It was a big, I was cutting logs about 2 feet in diameter. It took a long time. And anyway, this truck is just idling here. I must be teaching them how to drive. Anyways, I was cutting logs and 2 feet in diameter, and you get pretty fatigued with just something like this after a while. And so I switched over to my what is that? Goddamn, the Fisker's hatchet, the small hatchet, probably about this size, maybe a little shorter. Handle probably stops here, and it's a little hatchet with a flare on the end. And so I tried using that just kind of to compare, see which one's easier. Which one's better, a hatchet or something like this? Like, which one would you rather carry? And I ended up kind of leaning more towards this than the hatchet. Of course, the hatchet's handle was more comfortable because it had a flare along the bottom here. So when you're using something like this for a long time with a lot of fatigue, this tends to want to slip out of your hands. This was kind of rubbing quite a bit here on the bottom, and the hatchet just kind of has a equal flare around the end, so you can kind of hang on to it a lot better and whatnot. But I was leaning more towards this, especially now with the wrap on there. I feel like you'd be able to go to town on just about anything. But it's an interesting topic. That's not what I intend to do on this video, but I think I'd prefer a large knife over a hatchet. I don't really see the need of a hatchet unless you're really cutting down trees. Well, a hatchet, you're not going to cut down a tree with a hatchet, and you're not with this any easier. I feel like the two are the same. Now, if you're carrying a full-size axe, obviously it's going to beat this at chopping all day long. But a hatchet the same size as this almost does the same thing, and if not more. It has a saw, which this is a functioning saw. I used it a few times on some cuts to see if that was easier. It was pretty fatiguing, so I was definitely trying it up different ways. But this guy better not hit my car, I swear to God. But anyway, yeah, it'll flatten. This is pretty much for like a flat saw cut. If you're looking for that, like a flat saw cut, maybe like you're making the flat side of a tent peg, you can get it nice, smooth, and flat with a saw. As where if you were to chop a little piece out, it would be kind of knotty and whatnot. But anyways, yeah, I really recommend this knife. I didn't have any problems. I was chopping branches and trees down that shouldn't have chopped. The saw works. It's not any easier than it is chopping. Maybe it's probably honestly a little bit more fatigue, more energy than just to actually chop the branch down. But you get a nice smooth cut with the saw, and it is functional. I never really used this here, I don't think, even though it is dirty and it looks like I used it. Maybe I did, I can't remember. But yeah, this is totally worth, I think, 20 bucks it is or whatnot. And I always recommend this to people over those other Ultimate Survival Gear machetes and the Bear Grylls machete and all these other machetes. This works just fine. Has the weight behind it, so if you want to chop, yeah, I mean, it's flat right here, so you can use it as a draw knife. This thing works. About the only thing I never really use is this little winky-dink knife on here. I've never used it, but I'm sure it does what it does. A lot of these get stolen in the store. I'm not sure why. They break open the package and they steal this. I don't know why. Maybe because it looks like a shank from jail or something. But people actually steal this and leave this behind. I don't know. Don't ask what goes through people's heads. Sometimes I wonder. But the sheath it works pretty good for what it is. I mean, it's not Kydex, you know what I mean? But it holds the knife in there, keeps it safe. It does its job. It's not left-hand carry, unfortunately, which no fixed blade is really. But yeah, I would recommend this all day long. I don't have any video. I chopped this tree down before I even started making YouTube videos in this channel and whatnot, and trying to get popular and whatnot. I'm not trying to get popular. I'm just trying to make money. So it's all about the money. But without popularity, I can't make money. So I guess I'm trying to go for both. But anyways, that's the Camillus Carnivore X. If you're looking for a large knife, definitely buy it. I would change up the handle. It does get a little hot down here on this bottom when you're fatigued out. But as long as you ain't using this for 3 hours at a time like I am, then you're definitely going to be good to go. And you're going to be pleased with this knife. Anyways, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more. Peace out, guys.